Hello my dear friend, I hope you are doing great. Welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed it, please subscribe it, press the bell icon, hit the like button also. Friends, today I will discuss about the office under the parliament, because if we are knowing from the scratch itself like each and every organ of the parliament, then it is very important to know about the office under parliament. And if I would talk about the first of all, the first and foremost important position of the parliament is about the speaker. Speaker. Let's talk about the speaker. Speaker is a very credible post, and it's has a humongous power inside it, because even I want to give you one example of the Kyoto Holo versus Chichalu. That is case of the 1993. In that case, that it was pronounced by the Supreme Court that it's a symbol of propriety and the impartiality. Means the speaker always take decision on the basis of the equality. It cannot be partial. It cannot be partial means it will act as a impartial, and it's a symbol of the propriety. Means lot of trust we are having inside it. And what are the I would talk about the selection procedure of the speaker. The speaker is elected by the members of the Lok Sabha by the simple majority. Simple majority means that present and voting, means more than 50 of the people who are present there and voting, that who are abstaining from the voting, they are not counted in the simple majority. And please keep this thing in mind, the procedure of the removal or that speaker can be removed from the post is only effective majority. Already I have taught you regarding majority, what type of majority available in the parliament. If you have not watched previous video, please visit all of that. That will boost your confidence. Even it will maintain your knowledge level regarding political science questions. And effective majority is that more than 50 of the person who are actual strength of the our parliament or Lok Sabha. Generally, whenever I am talking about the speaker, please keep this thing in mind. I am talking about the Lok Sabha. And that what is the speaker is the presiding officer of the Lok Sabha. Means he generally preside over the session of the Lok Sabha. And if speaker having some power also, what are the powers available with the speaker? Regarding money bill, if there is a money bill, that it is the solely discretion of the speaker. He would declare any bill as a money bill, then only that nobody can against the speaker, and the speaker decision is final regarding money bill. And certificate is given by the speaker itself. And speaker, if I would talk about the speaker resigns. Speaker resigns, then deputy speaker automatically would attain the position of the office of speaker. And even generally, whenever we are talking about the tenure of the speaker remains in the office generally for 5 years. Up to what period the government is surviving in the Lok Sabha, that is the period of the speaker of the Lok Sabha. And even before the 5 year, it can be the position of the speaker can be vacated by the resignation of the speaker. If a speaker resigns from his post, and due to death also, that position can be vacant. In the absence of the speaker, deputy speaker would take over or would preside over the session of the Lok Sabha. And if I would talk about the removal procedure of the speaker, then already I have told you that for removal speaker from the post, there is a requirement of the effective majority. But prior to like a motion regarding or against the speaker, then 14 days notice is the must. Means before starting any motion against the speaker, we have to give, or the members of the Lok Sabha have to give notice to the speaker. And what are the powers of the speaker regarding bill? He would cast a casting vote. Casting vote. What do you mean by casting vote? Means if there is a dispute on any bill and 50% people or members are like agreement in agreement and 50% people are in disagreement, then there would be the decision making vote of the speaker, that is casting vote on the dispute. Then only the speaker would give vote. This is the provision. And even that is most important, even so many cases, because according to the disqualification of the member of the parliament or Lok Sabha, that speaker decision is totally authenticate and it is it prevails over the other decision. But I want to tell you that speaker discretion cannot be challenged any court of the law. Means whatever the speaker is saying in the Lok Sabha or during presiding the Lok Sabha session, that his talk, his conversation, his decision is not under the judicial review or judicial scrutinization. Please keep this thing in mind. You would encounter several times this type of questions. And now I am going to talk about the deputy speaker. Deputy speaker is the post when it came into the prominence when that speaker is not available in the office, and that deputy speaker would preside over the session of the Lok Sabha. And if there is a unavailability of the deputy speaker, then there would be the 10-person panel, 10 MP panel, 10 chairperson of the Lok Sabha. There would be a panel, and among 10 people, anyone can preside over the session according to the availability of the people, and it totally depends on the person, that more of the person in this agreement, then that any one of 10 can preside over the session. And if speaker resign, deputy speaker died. Let's suppose if there is a situation after that, the person nominated by the president would preside over the Lok Sabha session. This is the criteria and this is the condition regarding presiding over the Lok Sabha session. And already I have told you, deputy speaker also remains for the 5 year tenure for the deputy speaker also. And even the same the tenure of the speaker is also for the 5 year. And when the government is not in the mandate, and government is even government have removed by the president for the election and all things, and till the time new government is not coming, that pro tem speaker would be appointed by the president, and that will provide that will give oath and affirmation to each and every new elected MP. That's why the pro tem speaker would be appointed by the president, and that would be the senior most members of the Lok Sabha itself. And it can be from the Rajya Sabha also, that pro tem speaker. And generally deputy speaker remains from the opposition party. Speaker remains from the government itself, and that who party able to garner a mandate of the people and majority of the that who government would run, and the deputy speaker would from the opponent party, opposite party. Now let's move further to the Rajya Sabha. In Rajya Sabha, already we have discussed about the vice president. He would act as a chairperson, but in the vice president session we have already discussed. Now I am moving to the deputy speaker, deputy chairperson. Deputy chairperson. Deputy chairperson, it's in the absence of the vice president, the deputy chairperson would preside over the Rajya Sabha session. And what are the procedure to select the deputy chairperson? That would comes through the simple majority and remove by the effective majority, same as like deputy or speaker or deputy speaker. Please keep this thing in your mind that deputy chairperson would be appointed in the same manner as a speaker. And now let's move further to the office of the leader of opposition. You might have heard several times regarding leader of the opposition position and office. The leader of the opposition. Leader of opposition is generally whenever we are talking about the appointment of the any CAC, that CVC president or governor chairperson, then generally we are talking about our leader of opposition. Even for there is a condition that if any party is able to get 1/3 of the vote share in the Lok Sabha election, then the person would act as a party who's able to garner 1/10 of the vote, then the main person of that party would act as a leader of opposition. But since so much time that Congress is not able to accrue the 1/10 of the vote, that's why that Ghulam Nabi was acting as the largest party of the opposition, not he is a opposition leader. Please keep this thing in mind. Even in the Rajya Sabha also that same procedure they are following, and they are having the position of the cabinet minister. All the functions parks and payment would be like a cabinet minister only for the leader of opposition party, that he would enjoy all the facility of the cabinet minister. That leader of opposition is such type of post. Now let's move further. The leader of the house. Leader of house is totally different from the leader of opposition. Leader of house. Leader of house, there would be Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. In Lok Sabha, there would be the senior most person of the government or that Lok Sabha. Senior most, that would be act as a leader of house. And in Rajya Sabha, that senior most of the government. In Rajya Sabha you can find in the Rajya Sabha, if there is a Congress party in the majority, then they appoint they can appoint, means that whoever in majority in the Rajya Sabha they would appoint as a leader of house, and that whoever in the majority in the Lok Sabha they would appoint senior most person as a leader of the house. This is all about the office of the parliament. And it's I want to tell you about the whip also. Whip is also office under the member of under parliament. Whip is a assistant floor manager. Whip acts as a assistant floor manager. Assistant floor manager. Because it is solely responsibility of the whip that he has to judge that how many attendance a person is having, or he is in the favor of the bill, or he is always following the pattern of the party or not. This is totally responsibility of the whip, and it's a very important office. If a person is going against the party whip, then definitely he would be removed from the party. This is the only discretion of the whip. That is all about the office under parliament. And thanks for watching. Please share my video among your friends so that they can get benefited. And friends, whatever I am providing here, that is the paid study. Even like you would find so many data from prominent institution I am providing, and please keep this in mind, you would not get such type of data anywhere on the YouTube. Please share this video among your friends. Thanks for watching. Bye.